Welcome everybody to the Gaming Corner. My name is Matt, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the games I got from Respawn Retro Gaming and about a nice little sale coming up there. So first thing we're going to look at is the trades that came in, and I'll tell you which ones I'm really looking at there. These trades were up in Fond du Lac, so let's take a look at those real quick and I'll tell you which ones I'm looking at. Alright, so here we are inside the first set of trades. Now, one of the games I did not see when I was up there, and I wish I did, would have been Double Dragon 2. I need to pick up a different copy of that one. So that's what I'm after. There's also Millipede, Castlevania, and Metroid. As for the 1943, you'll see that a little bit later in this video. Alright, let's take a look at some of these PS2 games. So, one in particular that I definitely want to get my hands on is Shinobi. I did not realized he had that one. I saw the one in the top left, but I can't remember the name of it. I think it's like Nightshade or something. I thought that was Shinobi. So I totally missed it when I was looking over this stuff. But on the PlayStation 2, Shinobi, Blood Omen 2, the two, I cannot pronounce them. They're up in the top left-hand corner. Cannot pronounce those games. Those are another two I would love to get my hands on. And even Blade 2. I'm hoping that's as good as the Ghost Rider game was, because that will be well worth the money. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple PS1 games here. I know Dino Crisis is really good, and he's got Dino Crisis 2, he's got two of them there, plus Dino Crisis 1. My big one right now is I would love to get my hands on Resident Evil 2 and 3, depending on the price. Right now I'm looking at some other stuff that's a little on the expensive side, but I would love to get my hands on those two because I want to get my hands on all of the Resident Evil games. So hopefully one day I will have all of them. Alright, on to the next set of PlayStation 1 games. One in here that I did ask him to hold for me already is Strikers 1945. I have that on my Saturn. I love it. I want it on the PlayStation. Mortal Kombat Trilogy I also already own. If you want a great Mortal Kombat game, that's one to go after. And a lot of the other ones in here, Driver 2 is really good. That Typhoon, I'm kind of interested in knowing what that is. Then he's got two Star Wars games up there, Dark Forces and Rebel Assault 2. I want to see what those are. So there's a lot of them here. Even the Duke Nukem games would be great. I mean, technically the only game in here that I would be like, so-so, would be the Harry Potter game. But I would get that one too if I had a chance. Alright, time for some more PS2 games. Now here I can't really see all the ones in the back. Let's see, you got two Metal Gear Solid games in there. And that he's got that Jax 2, Jax 3, Ratchet, and Clank, which I heard was really good. The one I'm really interested in here, which I should have looked a little bit harder, but I kind of knew what I was after when I first came in the store today. But Soul Calibur 2, I want that on the PlayStation 2. I love the Soul Calibur fighting games. I really want that one on here. I think that will help me complete my Soul Calibur collection. So that is one I'm definitely going to be going back for if he still has it. Alright, here we are on the last slide. Now here, the SpongeBob game would be great, the Mortal Kombat game. My son was looking at these two when I was getting this stuff set up ready to go. He's interested in that Evil Dead game. There, he wants that one. Told him it was 44, I think it says on there, so we'll see. I mean, you got Crash, you got The Simpsons Hit and Run, which is really great. We both heard different things about Enter the Matrix, so that one's a toss-up. But he also mentioned I should probably look at Tony Hawk's Underground 2, which I'm going to have to really do. But, so those are his trades, and yeah, check them on out. Like I said, follow him on Facebook, and you can see what trades he gets early. Alright, welcome back now everybody. So you saw those trades up there. He's got some really good ones going in up there, and I can't wait to get back up there and hopefully pick up a few of those myself. So let's talk about the sale that Tony told me is coming up. This coming Wednesday, which is going to be August 7th. He says the store is going to be open from like 1 to 7-ish p.m. that is. And they're going to be having a sale inside the store in Fond du Lac. It will be sports titles that are $2.99 are going to be selling for $1. So if you're looking for sports titles, it would be a great time to go up there and get some. And he's going to be having sales on everything else. He told me that the foreign, the Japanese titles in that he has are going to be about 30% off and stuff like that. So I don't want to go mentioning prices too much on everything just in case I get them wrong, but he's going to be having a really big sale up there. So head on up there, check it on out. I'll be stopping in up there myself too. Say hi if you see me. I'll be wearing probably Coca-Cola gear when I come walking in because I'll be just getting off of work. But he's got a couple games that I know he's got up there that I'm definitely going to be looking for. But all right, let's get into the games I picked up. Speaking of sports titles, I did grab a few already. So there's going to be no gameplay footage from the sports titles because I don't want to bore you with that, but I will show you which ones I got. I got for the original Xbox, NCAA 2K3. So I got this one for the original Xbox. I got for the PS3, PGA Tour 12, right, the Masters, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 12. I don't remember if it's 12 or 11 I have on my Xbox 360, but I know I have one of them on there too, so I picked this one up. For my Xbox One, this will be the first game I picked up for this series in many, many years that I've actually picked up because I wanted to buy it, and that is NHL 15. I have not really bought too many hockey games in a long time. I think the last one I physically purchased might have been in like 1994 because I bought NHL 94 on my Sega CD. And the last one, it is a football game if you're overseas, over in Europe and that. Otherwise we call it soccer over here. And I always heard that this was the better soccer game over FIFA. And it is PES 2011. I will be curious to check this one out because I am a FIFA fan. So I'm going to be curious to check this out, see if it's any better. Alright, let's get into the games. I got my hands on some killer Nessa games. I kind of went in there looking more for Nessa than anything else this time. But the first one I picked up, and you will see some gameplay footage of, this is a must-have again on the Nessa. So if you have a Nintendo Entertainment System, I feel this is a must-have game on there. It is hard as blue blazes, and it's Ninja Gaiden. Now this game, Ninja Gaiden, I used to watch my friends play and all that, so I had a little bit of knowledge of it. I also played it in the arcades, and so I have a little bit of knowledge with the game. I was having a lot of fun in here. I was surprised I actually made it up to the first boss when playing this. But yeah, this game is well worth it. I have to learn the jumping from like the signs and buildings and stuff. I have to learn that a little bit better. But Ninja Gaiden, a definite game you need if you have a Nintendo. Alright, this next one. This next one, I originally had the 5-screw variant, which went for like I think $129 or $130. And at the time when I took it up to Tony's store, I would have just straight up traded them for the 3-screw variant because, as most of you have heard me say, I don't care about that 5-screw crap. To me, that's just BS stuff to be worried about. But Tony had it in trade last time down in his West Bend store, so his wife had it, and I asked him to bring it on up there, and he did, and it is Alpha Mission. Now, I really like Alpha Mission. I like this game a lot. A lot of people probably don't. I do realize when you're playing this game, the first thing you want to do is when you shoot the stuff on the bottom of the screen, you'll see like a F pop up and E and stuff like that. You want to grab the S one. You want to get the speed. You want to get your ship moving faster. It will help you a lot. Alpha Mission. This is an SNK game, so a Neo Geo company made game, and it's a lot of fun. Alright, this next one, another staple you need on the Nintendo. I was watching a guy on YouTube who has been playing this game. Didn't realize that this guy was playing it this much. I wish I knew what team Mr. Bo Jackson was on, if that gives you guys a hint on the game yet, but it is Tecmo Bowl. This one, the little bit that I played, because I never ever played this game before. I knew about it, but I never played it. If I would have been a bigger fan of football back in the old days, I probably would have went Nintendo over Sega, because this blows away great football on the Sega Master System. This is a lot better of a game. Graphic-wise, it's 8-bit graphics, so it's simple. Love the play control, how you select your plays, and I love how that works. And the game is it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's not hard to control. Running the ball is probably the easiest in this game for me. But yeah, a lot of fun. A staple on the Nintendo that you need, Tecmo Bowl. This is one that you need. Alright, this next game, in my last video that I showed, I said I wanted to get my hands on this one. I didn't realize he had it in on a trade. I wanted to get my hands on it because I want to compare it to the Sega Master System version. And so far, I'm really loving this one. I've never played this one. All my friends when I was younger said that this was a better version than what the Master System did. I'm going to do a comparison between the two to find out which one I think is really better. But it happens to be Double Dragon. I know one reason why the Master System was better at Double Dragon than the Nintendo was it was 2 players at the same time. Nintendo's is only 1 player, I believe, at a time. At least that's what I remember from back in the day. But this game, I made it all the way up to round 3, I think even before I died in the game. So, Double Dragon. So far, this is really good. Is it better than my Sega Master System version? I'm not sure. I'll have to play them and find out which one I think is better. The last game, another game you need on a Nintendo, in my opinion. Now, if you're like me and you love your shoot-'em-up games, your arcade-style shumps, as they're called, top-down shooters, this is one you gotta have. It is well worth it. And I think this version is actually better than the one I have right now, because I have the Japanese version. So I have the Famicom version of this game, and it is 1943. I swear the sound effects in the Famicom version are worse, and this one's actually really good. That I'm going to have to do a comparison of also to see which one's actually better. But 1943, this is a game I loved in the arcades. Granted, the Nintendo's not an arcade perfect version of it. It didn't have to be back then. It feels like 1943. It plays like 1943. It's a lot of fun, and is one of those games that you definitely need on your Nintendo. 1943. This is one you should be getting. And I like the fact that it was from E.T. Video. E.T. Video Store. Where was it at? Oh, it was in Milwaukee. North 76th Street. I probably know exactly where this would have been back in the day. Grew up in Milwaukee, so. But there's one final game. And as all you know, I'm a Sega fanboy. I have no problem ever admitting it. I'm still a Sega fanboy to this day. And this next game has been on my Sega list for a very long time. I've been wanting to get it. I do want it in box. Didn't care if it was complete. I saw this at Tony's store. Cartridge only. Didn't care. I grabbed it. Rolling Thunder 2. This is a blast. I love the Rolling Thunder games. I need to get my hands on number 3 yet. But this is a blast. It's always been one of my favorite games. I love the fact that they brought it out on the Sega Mini 2, so at least I could play it there. But having the cartridge is so much better. I don't know what it is about having the cartridges. But yes, Rolling Thunder 2, well worth it. Alright, so that does it for all my pickups right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, on August, gotta remember the date, hang on August 7th, Tony will be up in the Fond du Lac store. He's going to be doing a very big sale. Like I said, the sports titles, the $2.99 and under will be $1. Definitely well worth it if you're trying to pick up sports titles. And he's going to be having a lot of other stuff on sale. Yeah, it's going to be a huge sale that day. It's only going to be for a couple hours on Wednesday. Like I said, I am going to be there. So, if you get a chance, come on out and, buy some games. That's what I'm going to hopefully do. But, alright, other than that, this video is ending, and I will see you guys in the next video.